Do you have a vision of where you want to be at the end of 2014? Well, I'm going to share with you some things along that topic that I took from audio from Jeffrey Combs, who is already $1 million earner. And like I told you before, I want to share with those of you that are not thinking like this yet what I'm learning from 6 and 7 figure earners, some things that I may be or may have been through in my life, and just different other things. But this is what I want to talk to you about today. If you don't know me, I'm Fred Hurt. And this here is for those of you that done got to a point in your life where you're like, I know something has to change. This video is for you because you got to make certain steps first. If something has to change, what do you want to change? What is the problem that you're having that needs to change? Because I mean, some people may need their whole life changed. Some people may just need their finances changed. Some people may need a relationship changed. I don't know what your problem is. I don't know what the issue is that you're having. If it's a problem, if it's just something that you would like to be different. But the first thing that you should do, you need to have a vision of what you want to be different, at least by the end of 2014. It's a good, maybe almost 6 months away, maybe a little bit more. But you should have a vision of where you want to be. And a lot of times people think, oh, you got to think real big and you got to do this. But the point is, with most people that are in more than likely your state or where I was, if you're on a job and you're just getting a check and you haven't really ever thought about being in your own business, or you hadn't thought about being outside of that relationship, it doesn't come to you to where you get to a point where you think way, up here. But the first thing you need to do so you can get way up here is to start here. Start with a short-term goal that once you hit it, it can catapult you to being able to hit the long-term or the huge goals. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples. One, some people may consider quitting their job, a small goal. It depends on what kind of responsibilities you have. A lot of people that have a family, that might be a huge goal, because you got to make sure that the kids or your spouse is taken care of. So that might not be something for everybody to jump to. But $1,000 outside of your job, that could be something. So what do you need? Do you need extra money? Set your goal accordingly. If you're single and are you ready and you want to quit your job, say by the end of the year, I want to quit my job, and start working towards it. Envision yourself quitting your job in December. Then set short-term goals. What will it take for me to leave? Currently, right now, I make $1,000 a month on my job. For me to quit in December, I should be making $1,500 to $2,000 a month in my business, or whatever you're actually doing, or finding another job that will pay you $1,500 to $2,000. That's one example. In your relationship, I can't take how this person is doing me. I have got to get out of here. Well, or if they're putting you down, maybe you want to go to counseling. Maybe you want to go ahead and start looking for you an apartment. I can't really speak a whole bunch on that. I don't know, but the point is, start setting goals. I want to be out of this relationship by next week, by next month. I need to figure out if this person is really here for me or if they're here for something else. I need to actually sit down and talk to this person to see if we can change what's going on in our life right now for the better. You should start visioning what you want, set short-term goals to make what you want closer to being a reality. That's pretty much what I have for you today. Hopefully it encouraged you to think big, but don't go too big, because you need to start small so you can start having some success so you can hit those big goals. Sometimes people go big and say, oh, I want 100,000 by the end of the year, and your job will never pay that, and you just not learning how to do the business, and you haven't even made any sales or anything. But then when you don't hit 100,000 at the end of the year, you're like, oh, it's a scam, or it's not for me. You started out way too big. If this is your first time ever doing business, start at $1,000. Start at $500. I mean, start at any amount, because if you've never done it before and you make $10, $20, that's better than nothing. You're like, oh, I can at least make money. $10, $20 adds up. So the point is, like this video, share it, subscribe to my channel. Hopefully you understand what I'm getting at. If not, leave me a comment. I'll help you get it even more. If you're actually looking for a way to make extra money, click the link at the bottom of this video showing you how you can sell on eBay. And if you're in a relationship, I mean, I pray that it works out for you. If you're actually married, you need to go to counseling. Or that's my suggestion, because sometimes you need a third party. If you and this other person, you're not actually, letting each other talk, sometimes that third party helps you to get across the points that you want to make. I'm going to cut this video short because I can go on about that, because I do have videos to make about that type of subject. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next video.